Okay, all right, okay. Hi, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest damn music nerd. I hope you're doing well. It's time for a weekly track roundup, boo, 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 where I go over what I felt were the worst and the best tracks of the week, regardless, loving them or not. They're all linked down below, so you can check them out for yourself. Here, get your own opinion together, man. Just make your own opinion. You don't even need my opinions. Just make your own opinion. Anyway, also linked down there is our sponsor, good people over at The Ridge, still making these nifty, awesome, fantastic metal-plated minimalist wallets. Hit up that link down below again. Like I said, 10% off the order if you use promo code MELON. We also have down there our Turntable Lab link. We get kickback from it if you buy a record or a turntable or anything like that. Check it out if you're feeling like you're in the mood to spoil yourself. And our Patreon page is down there too, where you can get access to classic album live streams, our Discord community, extra bonus monthly Let's Argue content. Check it out. All right, let's get into the worst tracks of the week. There are a few. There are a couple. This has actually been a very good week, musically speaking. Like, a couple of tracks I didn't like, but in the best section, there's a ton of freaking songs. So stick around. Like, this is a week of truly a week of bangers, in my opinion. Truly a week of bangers. But to get these out of the way, yes, we have a new one with Jungkook and Charlie Puth. It is a really corny, cheap little pop song that you will forget about in a few weeks. Yeah, it's also a little annoying as well. Let's move on. Also, something I'm hoping that we forget about in the next few weeks is this new track from Eminem and Snoop Dogg, where they are essentially hawking their awful little Bored Ape NFT bullshit. Why? Please stop. Please stop taking the crypto dark money and shilling this stuff to your fans. It's awful. It's trash. It's garbage. It's the worst thing ever. It's cringe. Please stop. It doesn't matter how much money you've been paid. It's not good. And yeah, the song pretty much reflects that. Eminem rippity rip rapping and Snoop Dogg trying to sort of keep up with the flow speed on the back end. It doesn't sound too bad, but yeah, there's not too much of a great hook on this one. But hey, at least it's not annoying as Venom. All right, meh. We have a couple over here, but you may enjoy these tracks more than me. Just wanted to give them a shout out. We have a new one from Tony Molina over here, singer-songwriter Tony Molina. He's taking kind of a chill and somber approach on this new song, In the Fade. It's a short one. It's bittersweet. Give it a try. I've been digging on his stuff for a bit now. We have a new one from Taylor Swift, the song Carolina, where she's continuing in this folk direction, but this track is a little eerier than some of the stuff we've been hearing. It's a little cinematic and eerie. Of course, it's coming off a soundtrack, so it's probably going to sound like that. But the extra ambiance is cool. I'm not in love with it as a song, but the ambiance is cool. We have a new one from Roddy Ricch, which Real Talk, that's the title of it. But Real Talk on top of that. I mean, the melodies are fine, but Roddy is like really struggling to kind of nail down another big hit. You know what I mean? It sort of seems like the box is going to be the biggest one. You know, I'm wondering if he's going to be able to nail down a bigger track than the box, and I don't think this one is it, even though it is decent. We have a new one from Ozzy. New record on the way. Patient Number 9 is the name of the track. Jeff Beck is on it. Some of the riffs and solos are really sick on this one, but I will say Ozzy's vocals are very, very touched up on this track, to the point where it is like really distracting. It does kind of make you miss the way his voice sounded back in the day, but I suppose it is what it is. We're going to use the studio technology to make things better. But, it does feel like a little lacking as a result of that. We have a new one from Lil Nas X, NBA Youngboy in the mix, Late to the Party. It's pretty by-the-numbers banger, very on trend, but nothing super standout or special for Nas X. But, at least him and Youngboy sort of have chemistry on the track. They match energies, so if you're looking for that, if you're looking for just kind of a straightforward summer trap banger with some decent vocal leads on it, it's not too bad. We have a new one from Megadeth over here, where the riffs and solos are absolutely fucking insane and on fire. I mean, I'm not super crazy about the song, nor am I nuts about Dave Mustaine's vocals kind of cascading over themselves in the way that they kind of edited the whole track together. It makes it feel like sort of a little too artificial, frankly. But this is actually leagues better than almost anything that was on the band's last album. So, I'll take an improvement. I will take an improvement. I will. I truly will. But the name of this track over here, so you can check it out, is We'll Be Back. We have a new one from also the Mars Volta. They are back with a new track. I imagine an album will be on the way. But this is not the super heavy, crazy, insane prog that they're typically known for. Not that their last record was a slight switch up as well, not an extreme one. Well, not as extreme as this. I mean, pretty much on this track, they kind of throw it back to some 70s Latin jazz rock fusion, which is interesting. Not totally expected again. There are points where I think Cedric's vocals, the way they're layered, do feel a little off, but it's still, a cool change of pace for the band stylistically, and I wonder if they're going to kind of follow through on a full record of stuff like this. That'll be could be intriguing. And we have a new one from First Aid Kit. Pretty straightforward number from the duo, but it's got some cute, heartening lyrics here and there. Just not one of their more, I guess, dramatic or captivating songs. Very cut and dry, very sweet little indie folk tune. Angel is the title, and we have a new one from Giveon over here. Quite a lustful song from Giveon, but also one with a lot of heartbreak as well, where it sort of seems like things are working physically, but not so much emotionally. But yeah, the vocals are compelling and passionate. Instrumental could be, bolder, more textured, more colorful, but I think the sentiment and passion is there. And best tracks of the week. Let's see. We have again, like I said earlier, we have a bunch of these. It's been a week of bangers, truly and honestly. So, don't mind me if I kind of speed through these just a little bit, just a touch. We have a new one from YUKIKA over here. This one's got great disco grooves, great pop tune all around. She just totally kills it on this track. The production is lush and beautiful and fun. It's a bop. It's bouncy. It's great. I highly recommend this one. You got to spin it. You also have to spin this if you're a grindcore fan. This new one from Wormrot. This track over here has this insane fucking violin solo. I don't know if I've ever heard a noisy, I'm sure maybe it's happened before, but a noisy, chaotic violin solo in the middle of a hyper-aggressive grindcore track, but Weeping Willow is the title, and it's fantastic. We also have this new one from Willow over here. Yes, I am really honestly and truly not bullshitting you. I really fucking enjoy this Willow song titled Maybe It's My Fault. Like, the chugga-chugga riff sections are awesome. The vocals from front to back are consistently great. The drumming is solid. The tune is really catchy. Like, it's a really good freaking song. Again, I've been very skeptical of Willow's rock transition up until this point, but this kicks fucking ass. We have a new one from Arca over here in Safety Trance, El Alma que de Trajo. And it's just like a really awesome reggaeton experimental bop, great vocals, great flows, hard-hitting beat, super forward-thinking production. It kicks ass. We have a new one over here from Stella Donnelly, the title track to her forthcoming LP, which is sounding very good. I think she's one of the more interesting songwriters who are on the come up at the moment. And this is yet another pretty track in, preparation for this new album. Do not miss it. Definitely be looking out for this LP. We have a new one over here from Mura Masa, Channel Trace, and Shygirl in the mix. So it's a, kind of a really cool mix of experimental pop and hip hop and house. So, it's got a lot of good stuff going for it. It's a banger. It's a bop. It's got some great grooves, weird energy, and I'm loving it. We also have a new one from More Mother over here. We are hearing more tastes and teasers from the forthcoming album Jazz Codes. Rap JASM is the name of this track with Justmadnice and AKAI, or AKAI solo on it, sorry. Good flows, very moody, mystical energy on the instrumental. More Mother, of course, brings that dark, otherworldly sound and vibe, which is, very unique to More Mother. And, kicking ass on this track. Really looking forward to this record. Should be one of the betters of the year, I'm anticipating. We also have a new one over here from Meridian Brothers with El Grupo, Renacimiento. Triste son. Triste son. Triste son. The tune is great on this. The instrumental is moody but lightly experimental, like anything associated with Meridian Brothers would usually be. But on top of that, there's something about the vocals that are so odd on this song. It feels like I'm almost listening to a Muppet band or something. And I mean that sincerely in the best possible way. It sounds like the weirdest segment on a Muppets episode that you've ever seen, and I love it. I love it for that. If you give a listen to the song, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right. We also have a Living Hour. Someday Is Today. That is, I believe, the forthcoming record. The song over here that I wanted to push in your direction is quite a transcendental and beautiful one. No Body is the title, which I think kind of, conceptually adds to the transcendentalness. There's something just so beautiful and, not really kind of attached to anything material about the way the song sounds. It just makes me feel like I'm floating. I'm in the mist. I'm in the clouds. I'm in the abyss. I'm liking the vibe. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Living Hour. We also have new Gorillaz, Cracker Island, kicks ass, fantastic. We did a review for it on the Fantano channel, full review, full thoughts. But yeah, instrumental's killer. The cultish vibes coming out of the lyrics are quite good. And yeah, I'm enjoying this one a lot. I'm really enjoying this one. We also have this new one, Dot the Genius, Kid Cudi, Denzel Curry, Jid. It's fantastic. It's killer. It's amazing. Love the instrumental on this one. Denzel stands out. Jid's verse is great too. Really enjoying it. Hell yeah. We also have Dev Lemons over here, CEO of My Ass. Oh, sorry. Experimental post-hyper pop banger of the year, ladies and gentlemen. We were looking for a summer bop, and we got it. It's Dev Lemons, CEO of My Ass. Lyrics are hilarious. I think Dev is really coming into her own the more tracks that she drops. And yeah, this one is glitchy. It's weird. It's out there, but super catchy and fun too. And yeah, shout out to Dev Lemons. It's a kick-ass track. All right, we have a new one over here from Death's Dynamic Shroud, which is one of the sweeter and more melodic singles that they have released as of late. I'm loving the vocals on this one. I'm loving how surreal and otherworldly it is. If you know anything about Death's Dynamic Shroud, you know how they sort of inhabit a really cool crossroads between experimental electronic music and vaporwave and pop and a host of other things as well. And yeah, all of that comes together beautifully on this new track over here, which, again, I implore that you listen to it down below. There's so many bops this week, so many fucking bops. We have a new one from COBRAH over here, which also kicks ass and is really filthy, quite catchy and fun. Brand new Bitch is the title. Do we have another? Cheekface over here, Pledge Drive. This is a really cool post-punk track with some spoken word vocals that at points almost border on having like a rap flow to them. I haven't heard a whole lot of post-punk tracks that do exactly that in the way that this one does, and that's sort of what made it stand out to me. Not only that, but I thought a lot of the lyrics were funny and very clever. So yeah, shout out to Cheekface on this one. This one was pretty fun. We have another banger from freaking Chat Pile, God's Country, forthcoming album. The track is titled Why. It is a very sludgy, heavy, at some points reminding me of like the Jesus Lizard, very, very noisy, chaotic track where you have these vocals that are essentially asking why. Why are people sleeping out on the street? Why is there homelessness? Why don't we fix this? Yeah, I think it's a hard-hitting track and, full of anger, full of righteous anger, frankly. And, yeah, I just think it's a great performance. I think it's a cool song concept, and looking forward to hearing more from this forthcoming LP. And we also have Beyoncé, Break My Soul. People have been talking about this track all week, and for good reason. I think it's a great fusion of bounce and house and hip-hop, and, yeah, I just think it's a cool little dance floor anthem with a 90s flavor. I'm digging it. It's cool. It's great. I'm enjoying it. And we have this final track over here. I believe this is our final one for the video, and it is from I Will Be Able to Tell You. I swear to you, I'm going to tell you what it is. I swear. Alex G, Runner. Man, Alex G is playing it straight on this new song. We have like... It sounds like a goddamn 90s singer-songwriter hit, like with how the guitars and bass are sounding, how upfront the vocals are, and, just like the repetition in the hook as well. It just kind of takes me back to some of those radio songs when I was a kid, in a good way. I think Alex G is really kind of killing it on this song over here. So, and again, Alex G is usually... A little dodgy sometimes, the song structures, and a little indirect, purposefully so. But it's typically something that kind of turns me off to Alex's music a little bit. Some artists, I think, play that off pretty well. Alex G hasn't historically been my favorite in that department, but this is a song. This is a song. This song is it's a tune. It's a fucking tune. And I'll leave it at that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this week. Weekly track roundup. Anthony Fantano. Remember to check out all those songs down below. Again, lots of bops this week. Lots of bops. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Forever.